Generation Z, in order to combat high coffee prices, has discovered a brand new trend, the home cafe, where they, let me make sure I have this right. Yes, they invite their friends over to have coffee at home, or at least in their tiny apartments. And this is a new trend. It's only a matter of time in order to combat high eating out prices. They discover a new home restaurant trend where you make dinner at home. Zoomers are the boomers of millennials.
The reason I even thought to do this video is I went to Walmart with my girl and we went to the clearance section as we usually do. There's always one whole aisle full of just random stuff. And there was a Mr. Coffee 12-cup coffee maker for $18 flat in the clearance section. Do you understand that it can make you coffee for years on years on years? I'm talking like 10 years at the bare minimum. Those things, let's say we'll give it the benefit of the doubt. We'll say it'll last 5 years. 5 years, and then how much does some coffee beans cost? Let's just type in coffee onto Walmart and see what we get here. Boom, right there, we'll say get the Maxwell House breakfast blend, which I used to get. Breakfast blend is good, $13.32. So we'll do the math here, why not? $13.32, $32.07. You got coffees for probably the next month and a half at the bare minimum if you drink black coffee. But let's say you drink some creamer. Let's just go ahead and add $5. That's how much a coffee mate roughly is, between $4 to $7. $37, and you got coffee for the rest of eternity. First comment says, I've heard them referred to as the Christopher Columbus generation because they think they're discovering new things that have always been there, but it's new to them. Another comment says, people did this all the time in the 80s and before that as well. I've been making my own iced coffee for several years now. Cold brew is the key to a rich, smooth flavor. So even for my hot coffees, I'm supposed to make a cold coffee? If that's the case, I'll try it. Somebody said that Gen Z is going on silent walks where they walk with no phone. So in other words, a walk.
Five, isn't it?
Yeah.
Every single day, a new flavor of fuckery, 'cause everybody's such, you see, and they're dumber than a bag of cloths. Monday.
So this wasn't prep for the whole Trump with the tariffs and whatnot, but look, coffee's still relatively the same price. I know it's probably shifted a little bit, but hey, somebody's stocking up. They think it's gonna go. They think the shit is gonna hit the fan. I don't. But first comment says, if you put it in the freezer, it will stay fresh longer. I've never done that because I never had more than a bag or two at a time.
What's the profit margin on an $8 cup of coffee?
So I try to double.
$8 to sell and $4 cost.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So you're making a $4 profit on each cup of coffee you sell.
Essentially, yes.
That is pretty good. It's not bad.
I would say so.
What do you do with all that money that you're making from that?
It goes directly back into the business.
$8 cup of coffee. You lost me there. You literally lost. Oh, and I didn't even peep that. It says a University of Michigan. This is literally right down the street from me. Somebody selling $8 cups of coffees a month ago. I would never. First comment says, not the Kirkland oat. I'd be livid if my barista pulled that up after upcharging. Yeah, $8. You better have some real luxurious oat milk, okay? It better be. It says a $5 coffee is $35 a week, $140 a month, or $1,700 a year. After 10 years, that's $17,000. Which is still nowhere near enough to put a down payment onto a house. So enjoy your caffeine in peace. Don't even let them worry you. First comment says, I stopped Netflix. I have a bachelor's and a master's. I don't drink coffee, tea, or alcohol. I don't go to clubs on holiday, and I'm proud to say I'm still broke. Another comment says, I feel like I joined a Monopoly game at the very end, right before everybody else quits. Another comment says, lucky my coffee is only $4.50. I should really run my numbers, but it literally can't be 50 cents. My coffee cannot be 50 cents a day. At maximum, 43 cents. That's what I'm giving it.
My mom sent me this text this morning complaining about the price of her cappuccino in America. It was $6.66. They even charged her 50 cents to make it hot. And of course, my mom sent me this text this morning complaining about the price of her cappuccino in America. It was $6.66. They even charged her 50 cents to make it hot. And of course, she had to pay tax
to
and
make
tip.
it hot.
I'm going to see how many cappuccinos I can drink today in Italy to equal her one cappuccino. I did some quick math, and $6.66 is €5.87. So that's my budget for this morning.
That's it.
First cappuccino, €1.20.
That look good too.
Second cappuccino, €1.30. We're going right next door for the next one. Can't hear me. Cappuccino number 3. This one was €1.40. Cappuccino number 4 was $1.60, but this place is a little bit fancier than the other ones.
Had some cinnamon
They
on
even
there.
got cacao on top.
Oh,
What's it called in
cacao.
English? Chocolate. The consensus is that this one's not as good either, so cheaper maybe is better. So the total for my 4 cappuccinos was €5.50, which is $6.24, I think. So it's pretty much at the budget, I would say, and I can't drink any more cappuccinos. Italians get really frustrated if their coffee price increases, so they've really been able to maintain a low price of coffee, and I think it also stimulates the coffee shop culture and people sitting out.
So what you're saying is we just gotta be frustrated and raise hell and they'll keep the coffee prices low. I don't think Starbucks is going with that. I don't think they're going with that. First comment says, are you okay? That's a lot of coffee. Yeah, that is. Another comment says, now compare the salaries. Yeah, I don't know if it's bad, I don't know if that doesn't convert well, but yeah, let's see it. And yeah, another thing, weren't those coffees really small compared to an American coffee? American coffee's like that tall. Every coffee cup she had was like that little. It was tiny. And here's a pretty cool graphic, I thought. It shows all the major chains and how much they charge for a coffee right now, and the going rate is $3 plus. That's it. It's $3 to $5. That's the going rate for a coffee. First comment says, but Panera has a Sip Club membership, which me and my girl have, and yeah, you know, you just get it every 2 hours. You get a new drink, the entirety of Panera being open. So yeah, I don't pay $3.89. I just pay nothing. Starbucks, for like a basic Starbucks coffee with next to nothing flavoring, it is $4.95. A Wendy's, which who knew Wendy's was in the equation, $3.69. McDonald's used to actually be great. I've had a couple great coffees from McDonald's, but you never know location to location what you're gonna get. And Dunkin' Donuts being $4.39, that better be amazing coffee. 7-Eleven, which in my head I add Speedway into that. Speedway is still cheaper than that. I wish they would have actually put Speedway on this list, because Speedway, which is now owned by 7-Eleven, is like $1.50, and you get a really nice coffee.
The price of coffee, lattes and stuff, and matcha lattes are getting out of hand. Okay, I live in a big city, so like maybe that's part of the problem. But
yeah,
like I'll be getting a latte with oat milk, and almost all of the time it's over $7. Sometimes, like, and if I tip $1, it will be like $8 or close to $9. And so I was at a farmer's market with one of my friends, and there was like a coffee truck, and so we were like, oh my gosh, let's get coffee there. Their matcha was $7 already.
Fuck
Oat
that.
milk was $1.25. And then if you wanted like a flavor, so it's like then you wouldn't have to, so then it's like, okay, then I can't get a flavor because that's going to cost more too. And then tip and then tax, we would have been paying for a $10 matcha. So we went to Whole Foods and got the...
But why do you tip the barista? That's my question. I've never tipped a barista. I'm not saying I wouldn't, but thus far, I haven't. And yeah, first comment says, why are we tipping baristas? They are hourly employees. They do not live on tips like servers. When you go to Starbucks, they will not take your card out of your hand to swipe it in the drive-thru. They will hold the reader out towards you so you can see that they want you to add a tip. It says, how much tip would you like to add? Or would you like to be broke? You broke motherfucker. Would you like to add no tip?
That will be $1.08.
The sign says all coffee 69 cents.
I am very sorry, but that is a 44-ounce cup, and the largest coffee cup is 20 ounces. Therefore, I must charge you 99 cents plus tax, the price of a large fountain drink.
That's bullshit. That sign says coffee all sizes, not all sizes up to 20 ounces.
I am humbly sorry, but you must pay 99 cents plus tax for that cup. Just pay the bitch the $1.08 and get the fuck out of here.
Fine. It's bullshit. Just give me my fucking snacky cake.
I'm sorry, I cannot do that. That is only available with the 20-ounce coffee. That is not a 20-ounce coffee.
This bitch getting on my nerves, man. Forget it.
Just give him the fucking Danish.
That sign says free snacky cake. I paid $1.08 for my coffee. I want my free snacky cake.
I cannot do that. Here. Take it.
That's apple cinnamon. I wanted cream cheese.
For fuck's sake, pay her the money and let's go.
Either of you got something smaller in a bin?
I'm sorry. I cannot accept any monies over a $20 bill.
Oh.
That's it.
I should not sell it to you anyway, as that cup is very hot and might burn you. You are very strange. I'm going to call the police.
First comment says, I've never had a retail job where I've cared that much. Yeah, I would have gave them the price. I would have given them whatever price he said it was. Get it on my face. Let's keep it moving. Next. But yeah, I don't know. Overall, all of this stuff is crazy. I've been making coffee at home since I was in 7th, 6th grade. That's when I started drinking daily coffees. I was in middle school. It's not rocket science, people. Coffee's cheap. And you know what else is cheap? Watching this next video. YouTube wants you to watch it. I want you to watch it. I know it'd be good. It's another socio-economic video. Right here. It's another topic that's similar to that. Go watch this, okay? I'm telling you right now, it's free. It doesn't cost as much as a matcha at a farmer's market does.